What's up guys, it is JBs here, and today I'm going to be reacting to my very first YouTube video. You were probably seeing this video on my main channel on April 4th, 2021. Well, on April 4th, 2020, I released my very first video, Cambridge United Road to Glory, Episode 1. I've obviously, hopefully, from watching this, hopefully I've seen that I've come quite a long distance from where I was back then, compared to where I am now. And hopefully, just hopefully, this is quite an entertaining watch. I'll leave the links to this video and this entire series down below in the description to make sure to check that out. But yeah, let's get into the video.
Alright, let's start recording this. Alright. Oh, old school intro. I'm bringing those type of intros back, but no longer
Hello
JTB
everyone,
Gaming.
it is JTB Gaming here, and today we will be doing a Cambridge United Road to Glory. This is how I will be setting up the team with the players that are
Beautiful
already at
description.
Cambridge United. It's just a basic 4-2-3-1. Just
Quick
to start
and
off
right to the point,
preseason.
I guess.
Looking at the squad, I didn't really see any of these players staying at the club long term, so I will be selling them.
No players stayed at the club long term, like two of them max.
In the first game of the season,
Ooh,
Cruthers gets the
loud
ball,
intro.
is able to find our striker, who plays rolls in as he shoots, and the keeper can only redirect it, and
I had to
the striker is able
re-record
to
that
put it in the
first
back of
bit.
the net, putting us up.
I had to re-record that first bit, I'd say probably like 5 or 6 different times, because that was also, my first time ever actually like recording this. It was a struggle, I will say that.
By one right after halftime. Later in the game, Roll steps up to take the penalty.
Oh, nice. Bad video putting there
And
with the
he
audio.
converts it from the spot. 2-0
Little
Cambridge
early.
United, and that was all that we needed to win that game.
I could have used a little bit more.
So, this is how we are looking after August. We are only 3 points off of a playoff spot.
I will say one thing. I don't know why I did this. I don't even think I did this in the second episode of the series, but like I stopped after every month to kind of give you guys, everyone, an update as to where we were in the table. I don't know if this was a good decision or not, if it was a bad decision, but I just don't really, thinking back, I don't really understand why I did it.
Which is exactly where we want to be. These are all the players that we have brought in the first transfer window.
I think
there
I
are
did a
some
pretty good job of making
quality
some of those
free agents
signings
that we
there.
have signed, and some young and promising players. This is how the team looks after the transfer window, and the team is looking
look at the 2 wingers I brought in were
the
starters.
Carabao Cup. After
Really
2
good
easy
job
games, we have been drawn against
see the
Premier
team
League
there,
side
Jared.
Brighton, but first we have our Leasing.com trophy game against Stevenage. In the game, we had earned a
Terrible
penalty,
storytelling.
and Tan Long steps
About
up to
play
take
against
it.
Brighton. Give a
He
little update as
scores
to a
it
game
upper
beforehand.
90 as we go to take the lead 1-0.
Good finish there from Tan Long.
Cruthers plays the ball.
Nice sweaty goal there.
Hello everyone, it is
Terrible
JTB
job of
Gaming here,
explaining it.
and today we will be
But I'm
doing
saying that was
a
one of the
Cambridge
better
United
strikes I had with
Road
this
to
team.
Glory.
That
This
El
is how I will
Celia
be
goal
setting
was
up the team with the players that are already
very
at
solid.
Cambridge United. It's just a basic 4-2-3-1 just to start off for the preseason. Looking at the squad, I didn't really see any of these players staying.
I was very direct and to the point. Like I think I didn't understand the time. Like kind of like, I don't want to say storytelling because it's not a story, but like video explaining. Like you gotta provide a little bit of context. It's not just like, oh yeah, and then in the 79th minute they scored and equalized it. Like be like, okay, so now we gotta hold on. But the thing is, I didn't know really how to like explain it because like I knew what happened because I played all these games, but I didn't do a good job of like, okay, if we can just hold on to this lead, then we should be just fine. And yeah, but oh well.
Club long term, so I will be selling them, but I do want to loan out these 3 young players.
Oh yeah.
In the first game of the season, Cruthers gets the ball, is able to find our striker.
Yeah, I think I just gave up
as he shoots,
trying to,
and the keeper can
stop
only
showing
redirect
that
it.
match highlights
and
thing
the
because
striker is able to put it in.
Like I would play a game, and obviously there's the match highlights afterwards. Then I would go through, and I would screen record that, copy it to a flash drive, put it into PowerPoint, and then record that. Yeah, it's a lot easier just to commentate live, but at the time I didn't know how to do that.
In the back of the net, putting us up by 1 right after halftime.
So that's why that keeps
Later in
popping
the
up.
game, Roll steps up to take the penalty, and he converts it from the spot. 2-0 Cambridge United, and that was all that we needed to win that game.
vividly. Yeah.
So this is how we are.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I cheated a little bit. Okay, if you remember from last month, we won 1, drew 8, lost 2. We won all 5 games that month because I simply would just save it for a game, sim it. If we won, keep it. If we lost, get rid of it. So that, yeah, I cheated a little bit, but I wasn't trying to be realistic here.
Looking after August, we are only 3 points off of a playoff spot, which is exactly where we want
Beautiful
to be.
transition.
These are all the players that we have brought in the first transfer window. There are some first-team quality free agents that we have signed and some young and promising players.
Oh yeah, that player that crossed it in there would end up being the best player on our entire team. Probably my favorite player to ever use with FIFA with. I got him from our youth academy. I never said that. I promoted him out of nowhere. Never once did I explain how we got him, what he was doing. This is my favorite.
This is how the team
goal
looks after the transfer window, and the team is looking pretty good.
Just because the excitement I have
Cup, after
when I
2
did this,
easy
I felt
games,
like I was
we've
so
been
cool.
drawn against Premier
I don't
League
normally do
side
chip
Brighton,
shots, but I mean,
first we have our
beautiful touch,
Leasing.com
beats the
trophy
slide
game against
tackle.
Stevenage. In the game, we had
And
earned a
then just
penalty, and Dan
dinks it
Long
over
steps
the
up to
keeper.
take it. He scores it upper 90
Yeah,
as we go to take the lead
was not
1-0.
expecting that. Yeah,
Caruthers plays
cool,
the
he
ball
got
in
Meg.
behind the defense
Stupid.
for our striker. He knocks it back across for Caruthers for the easy tap-in
I'm telling you, I
for
know
the
nothing
second
about
and
Tan
final
Long,
goal of the game.
but I know he
In
was
our
a
Carabao Cup game,
stud
El Solia gets the
for
ball,
me
shoots,
in this
and
career mode
scores.
series.
An absolute rocket by El Solia to put us up 1-0 against Premier League side Brighton.
I'll have to explain
The
what
lead
happened
would
there.
not last long as Gross.
Okay, so I really just wanted to show that goal because I thought it was a pretty good finish. I wanted to show off that these 66 overalls are scoring pretty good goals. So that's why I explained like, oh yeah, this is the final goal for his hat trick. That's why I did that.
Scores to level the game. Just a few minutes later, the ball gets whipped into the box as Brighton score, winning the game 2-1.
So yeah, again,
September was not the greatest month as we dropped into 16th place and got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, but we will just have.
Yeah, I think I was physically just so upset and mad after this game. I just physically refused to record the goals to make the video on afterwards. Like, I truly think I was just so upset we got smashed 4-0 that I just decided I'm not even going to bother with it.
Have to rebound in October. In our next Leasing.com trophy game,
Okay, so again, I had to record these, and I'd screen record these and talk about them afterwards. So whenever I got into a penalty shootout, I was not only nervous because obviously it's a penalty shootout, but also for the video's sake because, again, I'm talking about all this afterwards. I had to do this all in one take, and you'll see in a couple of seconds I was not able to do so.
He is played through, plays it back to Caruthers, and he calmly puts it in the back of the net to put us up 1-0 just before halftime. Later in the game, El Solia dribbles past the defender, picks his head up on the end line, and finds Caruthers for the easy tap-in, putting us up 2-0 and sealing off the game.
Tan Long does the job finishing there.
In the month of October, we climbed back up to 8th place in the league and advanced in the cup, capping off a good month for.
I messed up on the third penalty. I was so upset because at the time, like, I was so concerned because I didn't know that you could just record 10 seconds, and because I still make videos on Microsoft PowerPoint. Like, I'm literally making this on PowerPoint. I didn't know at the time you could just easily chop off a video at one point, copy that slide, and paste it into a new slide and restart, and then eventually put them together. I had no clue you could do that, so that's why I was so upset whenever this happened.
The club. In our next Leasing.com trophy game, Hannett gets free on the wing and whips the ball into Tan Long,
I think that's
who
what
smashes
really
it
threw me
into the
over.
back of the net. An excellent finish by Tan Long to put us up 1-0. Just a couple of minutes later, Tan Long beats 2 defenders before the ball is nicked away, and then he goes on and chips the keeper. This was an absolutely perfect chip for a second goal of the game, putting us up 2-0
I just didn't know what to say. I just couldn't
before
deal with it.
halftime. Just before halftime, they end up scoring, making them score 2-1 going into halftime.
No emotion or excitement.
Later in the game, Tan Long finds himself in behind the defense,
it's a little bit
and
deeper,
he calmly puts the ball into the back of the net, winning us the game 3-1. Also, he was able to cap off his hat trick with this goal.
At 1 at night.
As you can see, it's just a perfectly placed strike into the side netting, exactly what you'd want
Just-
from him in that situation.
To this day, I still don't know if that penalty was actually a goal or not. I looked at it in the replay afterwards, and it was just too close to tell, and I didn't want to show that. And it's for you guys I was assuming people would watch this and comment on it. So I didn't want people in the comments to be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have advanced. Oh, that was a cheap goal."
In November,
See, I
we
get-
did amazing
did
in the
not lose
league
a single
and
game that
the
month.
cup, and we were able to get up to 4th place in the league.
Not suspicious at all.
After tying the first game 2-2,
And
we
then
were
there's
forced
the
into a
old
replay with
school
Scunthorpe United.
bench row.
As
Yeah, I just still don't really like that. There was no ending there. It was just like, oh yeah, so yeah, this is where we are now. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. See you, and peace. Like, there was just like no ending to it that I didn't even know like what I would actually do. Like, I didn't have like an ending. Like, it's like, at the time it was, now it's and I'm JB signing off, or is JTB Gaming signing off. I didn't have kind of like that like closing thing, so I just didn't know what to do. So it's just like, so I just kind of like abruptly ended the video there.
So yeah, that's me reacting to my first ever video. Honestly, I had a lot of fun doing this reaction, so if you guys want to see me do more reactions, let me know. Because honestly, it's kind of fun to look back, kind of like individual film study, as they say in the sports world, self-scouting. Just kind of sit back, see what I did good, what I could do better. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you do. Again, video playlist should be down below in the comments. I hope you all have enjoyed, and it is JBeebs signing off.